This week on The American Athlete.
Hi, I'm April Ross, and this is The American Athlete. I play beach volleyball professionally. I'm an Olympian, and we're in Manhattan Beach at the Manhattan Beach Open, the granddaddy of them all, one of the biggest events in America. So I'm excited. I think trying to describe the physical challenges of beach volleyball and the wear and tear on your body, it's a huge question because everybody has different experiences, and a lot of people in the past came from indoor, which is really, really hard on your body. And so you first get out onto the beach and you're like, I can't move, but this feels great on my knees and my back. And then you realize that you're playing tournament after tournament every weekend through the summer. You're playing 3 matches in a day, then 2 matches, and then 3 matches, and your overuse injuries start to kick in. So knees, backs, shoulders, you really have to weightlift, religiously. You got to do conditioning. Like, it takes a lot to keep your body in the kind of shape where it's going to hold up playing that much. I mean, now beach volleyball season is almost year-round now, so it's a lot of playing. Growing up, I was just a sports kid, I'm sure, as many professional athletes are. I played everything, did gymnastics, softball. Soccer was really my passion, and I loved it. I really thought that was kind of going to be my future all through high school and stuff, and my team disbanded in junior high, and I think my dad really saw, I had never played volleyball before, but I was getting taller, and I think he saw kind of the potential there, so he convinced me to go try out for our club volleyball team. I did not want to do it. I fought him the whole way, but of course he won, and I got there and immediately fell in love with the sport and just with the girls that played. It was a new challenge for me, and I think I really liked that, and it worked out. I give my dad a ton of credit. I don't think I've ever said it to him, but I say it in so many interviews, oh, my dad got me into the sport. It was amazing, and my dad gives the best advice because he really did. He would drive me to practice, and he was so supportive, never critical. Maybe he would suggest things, but it was never critical. Always work your hardest and be proud of that, and yeah, thanks, Dad. Parenting is really important, and my parents did a good job. I think Manhattan Beach Open is the longest running event, at least in the U.S., for beach volleyball. Has a ton of history, and so it's just really special, and you know that you're carving your name into history by winning this tournament. And all the fans that show up for the Manhattan Beach Open are really knowledgeable, so you feel like you need to impress them. They're going to have fun, they're going to have fun, and this venue is great, but they want to see good volleyball, so there's a little added pressure there too. I'm always trying to dispel the misconception that beach is like a picnic game, and you just go out and you got your latte and you show up whenever everybody gets there, you practice for a little bit, and then you kind of go on your way and do your other job or whatever. And for me, a lot of times it's 6 to 7, I commute for an hour and a half and practice for 2.5 hours. We lift for 2 hours, and then we have physical therapy daily. We watch video a lot. We have a sports psychologist we work with, and it can be a really gnarly grind. I consider myself to have had 3 Olympic experiences, even though I've only been to 2. I tried to go for Beijing in 2008. Going for Beijing, we narrowly missed out. We were in the top 10 in the world, but because only 2 teams per country can go, we were the 3rd American team, even though we were number 6 in the world. And it was at the very last event. We didn't finish as high as we needed to beat that 2nd team, and so we didn't get to go, and that was heartbreaking, but I think it really motivated me to change things that I needed to change and get better, and it was a huge catalyst for the next quad. London was we were having a great time. Jen, Kessie, and I, who's my coach now, but we were just having a great time. We were doing really well on the World Tour because we had worked so hard, and we qualified. Going into my first Olympic experience, I didn't really have those expectations. I was kind of like, I'll consider it a good experience if we don't get last place. And then so one foot in front of the other, we find ourselves in the finals of the Olympics, and it was pretty much a dream come true. And then my last quad for Rio was really intense. I played with Carrie Walsh, and I just felt a lot of expectations, which didn't bother me. And I think, it helped me raise my game again to another level. But there wasn't that super fun factor. It was kind of start to finish, this is business. We're going in, we're going to medal, we're going to get the gold medal, and then we'll breathe afterwards. And so this quad coming up for Tokyo, I assume is going to be different as well. And I kind of want to merge those experiences. I want both Alex and I to work really hard to get our game where it needs to be, but we need to have fun along the way. So that is my goal going into Tokyo. My biggest motivation is just to win so that I get to keep doing this, because it's the most amazing career I can think of. I get to travel the world. I get to go to the beach every day. And it's really hard work, but it's always challenging. So you always have that thing that you're working for. You're not just punching a time card or whatever. There's always the next tournament to win. There's the points you need to get to jump the next team, make the Olympics. So I think it's really valuable to have those goals that you want to achieve. And I still have those. I feel like I have a lot of good volleyball left in me. And so I think just to continue to chase the dream is an amazing blessing.
All this and more coming up on The American Athlete.